What's up, Walkman Z here? Giving you a Korn retrospective, not a reaction. I have heard this song before, this album before actually. Just wanted to give you going to give you a breakdown into and then also a deep dive into Korn. If you're just starting, or if you've been with them since their last album, The Nothing. Um, this is Korn 3. Actually was released on July 13th, 2010. This is actually their second album recorded as a quartet. If you notice, there are five members. Um, they had a falling out with Head, if you know who Head is. They had so much of a falling out. They have since got back together, but it was the Untitled album was the first one they didn't have with Head. Also, so this will be the second one. We're gonna be going just breaking down three of the tracks. Track one is Uber Time. Second track is Oil Dale slash Leave Me Alone, and third track is Pop a Pill. Now I want to give you a quick excerpt or breakdown in his own words, Jonathan Davis, the lead vocalist, about how the how do you figure out which names goes where as far as the titles of this album and many of their albums. This is some audio.
They always state that's what everybody knows them by, but when the record's done, I really name them. So I'll go through and name all the songs what they should be named. First song, My Time, is going to be called Are You Ready to Live? That's the past, is the past now. Holding All These Lies stayed the same. Munchbach Hype, call Let the Guilt Go. Ragdoll Doberman is Never Around. Cheech and Chong is Fear is a Place to Live. Pop Pills stayed the same. Move On stayed the same. Gladiator turned into Lead the Parade. And Oil Dill is called Leave Me Alone. So now officially the record's done. The record's called Korn 3, Remember Who You Are.
Now, like I said, we're just going to be playing snippets of it. Let's listen real quick to Uber Time. It's coming in really low. It's not me. It's only a. It's only a. It's really just an intro song. So it's basically a little bit of somebody talking in the background. Kind of sounds like Jonathan Davis and someone else. Except when I Untitled album, which looks like it just black and white, kind of similar to I believe Beatles had a white Beatles had a white album and didn't title it. So this is Untitled or black and their Untitled black and white album. Not this one. I'm sorry. Since then, the album before this, excuse me, which came out, the Untitled album came out in 2007. There's a lot of tracks I liked on there. I'm not saying it was a bad album at all. It kind of threw me off. It kind of threw me off the fact that Head wasn't on there, but I still enjoyed it. It was like watching a family break apart. But I'm glad he worked things out. Everything's good now. David also, David was their original drummer. This is also their first album with drummer Ray. If I'm trying to hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Ray Lutzer. It's Luzier. Good drummer. He has and his drum kit looks fantastic. If you ever see him live, I have seen them since since they've been together actually perform live. Okay, we'll go ahead and go into Leave Me Alone real quick. It's gonna be all right. Now I like how it comes in like that. It's perfect. Let's get a little bit more into the song. All right. I really do like this album. Now this is their third time working with Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin worked with with them on the self-titled album, their first album. Life is Peachy was just their second album, and they did not do the follow up to Life is Peachy was Follow the Leader, which had Freak on a Leash on it. You know, the kid playing hopscotch off the edge of the cliff. The artwork on that album is very rememberable. It was if you don't know we go into it, but when we get to that album, but it was actually the person they did the artwork was the if you ever watched Spawn on HBO, the person who created Spawn, McFarlane, Todd McFarlane, he actually did the artwork for that album, their third album, Follow the Leader. And also the video, the bullet is going through like multiple houses, multiple scenes. That was all him. He did the artwork and draw and the animation for that. But they did the one that actually worked on that album. We'll get to it. Just want to make a point. With the one who worked Follow the Leader was Steve Thompson and Toby Wright. We'll get to them, but they helped produce their third album, which was commercially, because they were more underground. Their first two albums. They had some success when Twist was being played, and which was off the second album, Life is Peachy, and also Adidas, All Day I Think About Sex, that was being played at the time on MTV. But it was Freak on a Leash that really feeling like a freak on a leash that really gave him a lot of commercial success. I'm not saying it's due to the producers. Hell, maybe it could, but this is they started work. This decided to work with Ross Robertson again, which is, like I said, they're on this album. So you're talking they. Let's see, they didn't do Follow the Leader with them. They didn't do Untouchables, which is their fourth album. They didn't do, Take a Look in the Mirror with them. See You on the Other Side. They didn't work together. Untitled. So you talk about five. They removed from five different songs. Follow the Leader. Untouchables. Take a Look in the Mirror. I'm sorry, maybe. Follow the Leader. Take a Look in the Mirror. Untouchables. See You on the Other Side. Untitled. So yeah, so it's 5 albums he didn't work together. I'm gonna make sure, if I'm wrong, I'm gonna double check and correct myself in another video. But yeah, I believe this is their third time. They're kind of going back to their roots, if you will. I love it when he does that little breakdown, that little scream and whine that he does. If you know, you fucks with it. Let's go into the next track a little bit. The third track, Pop a Pill. Oh. All right, going on to the lyrics a little bit. Okay, you can resist. Don't you feel great? I let it go. Why don't you just leave me alone? Why don't you just leave me alone? He's questioning, loving me. You rip that away. Music. My heart's gonna break from the fall. Holding on to pretty things. Holding on to pretty things. Feeling all the hate it brings. All the disrespect. All the ignorance. Nothing but, let's see, nothing but in was kind of the screen was kind of distorted. It looked multi-layered. Why don't you just leave me alone? Just wanted to go into the lyrics a little bit with that particular track. Let's go into the next one. Let's pop a pill. Yeah, I love how that comes in. I hope these snippets will make you go back and actually appreciate, um, you know, how far they come. I mean, this is 12 years ago. This is 2010 when this album came out. And if you look at my other review of their latest album, which is only been out about going on 2 weeks now, Requiem. There's only 9 tracks, but still it's 9 banging fucking tracks. Happiness is seldom found. Feeling things crawl on me. I need my fix today. Look at this. I'm butt ugly now. Pop the pill. I'm so damn happy now. So I mean, it's not necessarily glorifying drug use, but it's just what it, hell, sometimes hearing about, even though it's simulated, whether it's real, maybe he did go through this. I know I'm question. At this point, they a lot of the members, they already went through their trials and tribulations with drinking, and they all had, most of them, if not all, but believe were all married. Like that's one of the reasons why they had a falling out with Head. I got with was because he kind of got reborn. He was a born again Christian, and then but the thing that could kill me is, and this is the thing I didn't like about it. I mean, unless it was, part of me thinks to myself, was it just a plan or publicity stunt? Because he had a book. He had a book that about his life, and it's like it was almost like some sort of weird promotion for them to have a falling out and be like, yeah, so I'm not with them anymore. This is my book about how I'm been born again. I mean, at the time, that's what I'm thinking about it now. This is what I was thinking at the time. Like, just some sort of fucking publicity, and then it's like it's strange how they get back together. Like what? Two, let me see. They got back together. I know they did. I believe they did Skrilla's album, the All Tech album together. Now I'm gonna go ahead because I'm learning. There's certain things with this research. There's a lot of things I already knew as I went along, following them. And when I do a deep dive into as far as the production, how they name stuff, certain things, as a fan, I'm also learning too, and I'm hoping I'm like shedding a light on a lot of the stuff that they did and have done with this breakdown retrospective. Let's go a little bit later into the song. All right, make me eat me. I don't care about anything. Within. It's like the chorus, like the breakdown towards the end. Let's hear a little bit of snippet. I don't care about anything around me. that's it. I mean, he's basically telling you how what the shit he had went through. Probably this might have been him getting better. I'm not sure. It was never a point in the band's career where it's like, okay, damn, the album they're not making albums right now because one of the members are they're like completely, the lead. Like without the lead, that's really what the band is because that's what you remember. I think AC, and I did not know this, and that's probably something I have to go ahead and and research. ACDC had like three or four different lead singers since and they've been around. Back in Black. If you don't know who they are, I'm Back in Black. Like that's not the original singer. And I was like, and it was something I discovered a year ago. Um, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm thinking it's the same motherfucker. They were able to find people who had that kind of that gravelly, some gravelly vocals, but I think that seemed like the only original member was the dude that always wears the fucking those motherfucking shorts, the long shorts. I think that might be the only, and he plays guitar. I mean, he's one of the two that he always stands out. You can look at a concert that he did locally because they're a European band. If you don't know, and the BBC, it was the same goddamn outfit with the same damn baseball hat. That's his look. Look, what you comfortable with, what you comfortable with. That's his look. I mean, he stood out. You remember that motherfucker with the shorts and the base and the hat, but the the but it's like the lead singers usually what makes the band. It's like to me you want everybody who started with them, but if you can, people who want to move on. God forbid somebody dies. Like I get it, but you need that lead singer. So it's never been a time where JD Jonathan Davis was like so strung out, so fucked up, where it's like, all right, he's fucked up. Where it's like it was a big gap. There was a gap from Follow the Leader to Untouchables. It was about a 4, almost 5 year gap. But that was because David, the original drummer, he found out he was drumming. He was drumming. He couldn't do long sessions to record, and he had to figure because he was having pain up in this area. He had to figure out what was going on. Found out he had like a small extra rib that finally started bugging him. He really and it was causing him pain, hitting nerve in it. So he had to have that removed. Um, and so that's why there was such a gap because it's like they wasn't dropping albums nonstop for you like Jay-Z was like year after year. I want some anticipation and some weight. Absence make the heart grow fonder. But for like 4 or 5 years, I'm like shit, man. Like do 2 or 3. I could do 3 easily. Make me appreciate, really make me really absorb this album. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. Like I said, it was going back, and I can see how if you listen to the difference in their Untitled, if you listen to Untitled and if you go from Untouchables, no, see you on the other side, Untitled and Korn 3, you see a distinct difference in sound. And I'm not saying this bad or not. You can tell when somebody is, you can tell differences in producers. Um, and if you listen to music, you can hear it. It's not even necessarily the writing. It's the production that brings out the writing, make it sound a certain way sonically, so you can really fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Queens of the Stone Age is a perfect example. Every album, it sounds different, but not in a bad way. You're not, but it sounds different. It's not, and you found a way to make it work every time. At least for me, and I heard all their albums. I'm not just some. If I tell you all and I heard 2 of their albums, I'll tell you I heard all Queens of the Stone Age albums. So Kung Fu Kitty, what's wrong with you? Anyway, so that's about what that's one of the deep going to diving into the first 3 tracks. Break down the lyrics a little bit. Go ahead. This is a good album. Biased again. I mean, I've been listening to them. A long time fan. So go ahead and catch my review about the Requiem Me album, and I'm out. Catch you on the end. Catch you when I finish up this review retrospective. All right, out.